Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What does Seeger Toyota of St. Robert do for you? Number one, we provide a great atmosphere. Number two, with over 220 new Toyotas either on the ground or heading our way, we provide a great selection of new Seeger Toyotas. And number three, we have you covered for pre-owned as well with over 140 on the ground now. You get to deal with the number one new car dealer, used car dealer, and service department as voted by you through the best of Pulaski County Awards 2023. Let us show you what it's like to be treated the Seeger way and make this buying a car thing fun like it should be. That's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert next to Walmart and at SeegerToyota.net.
And a very good afternoon to you and yours here at Frisco Field, all the way in Chaffee, Missouri, where we are just a few moments away from getting going here. Our state quarterfinal round, Class 2 softball, which will see the Frisco League's Iberia Lady Rangers taking on the Chaffee Lady Red Devils. So again, it's Connor Harbert here with you today, 97.9 The Source. Glad you could join me here for this one, as this one promises to be a very fun matchup. Again, 8 teams remain here in Class 2. Pretty much every team at this level deserves to be here. And you've got 2 teams about 20 wins each, averaging out at 20 wins actually, going at it here today for a right to move on to Springfield next week. But of course, Iberia, they will be the visitors here today. Chaffee will be your home team, playing at the site of the Lady Devils, which of course, appropriate enough, named Frisco Field. So there you go, a little bit of, well, even if it's not a Frisco League matchup, we still got a little bit of Frisco here today. But Iberia making their way through the Class 2 District 2 tournament, defeating Eugene in the finals 7-1 to get here. Chaffee defeating Neelyville in the District 1 tournament. Meanwhile, again, it is an odd year for the districts as far as the home matchup in the quarterfinal goes. So Iberia coming a long way, about 4 hours or so, I believe, to get here from Iberia to Chaffee. Of course, 3.5 hours from our home base of Waynesville. So this one, a bit of a travel. We'll see if Iberia is ready to go here as they try to move on to the Final Four. They're announcing starting lineups here. We will do the same real quick. First of all, the lineup for the Iberia Lady Rangers. Batting leadoff today will be your catcher, Chloe Edwards. Batting second today, the center fielder, Aislinn Bauer. And then batting third today is your second baseman. That's Kaya Yoakum. Batting cleanup today, the pitcher, Kinley Cochran. Batting fifth will be your first baseman, Jalen Piggott. Batting sixth today, the left fielder, Carly Carmack. Batting seventh today will be your designated player in Kylie McElroy. Batting eighth will be the third baseman in Kaylee Peterson. And batting ninth today will be the shortstop. That's Addison Williams. You will have the flex player for Iberia again today. And again, that is out right field. That is Katie Pryor. Iberia 21-5 on the season. They are coached, of course, by Madeline Cochran. Now the starting lineup here for Chaffee again today. Record of 19-6, batting leadoff for them today. That'll be their pitcher, Carly-Ann Kosu. Batting second today will be the center fielder, Anae Held. Batting third, the left fielder, Reese Van Pelt. Batting cleanup today will be the third baseman, Paisley Graham. Then batting fifth will be the shortstop, it's Bailey Robertson. Batting sixth, the catcher, Jocelyn Hanlon. Batting seventh today will be your first baseman, Paige Wilhite. Then batting eighth will be the second baseman, Addison Erhan. Batting ninth will be the right fielder, Jordan Brown. Again, the Lady Devils, they are 19-6 on the season. Those 6 losses, none of them have been to a team below Class 4. This is a team that plays a lot of teams from Cape Girardeau in the surrounding area. That's pretty much where we are here today. We're about 15 minutes away from Cape Girardeau, but a nice, beautiful field here in Chaffee, a town of about 3,000 people. Bit of a size differential between the two towns, between Chaffee and Iberia, but of course, both schools Class 2. So I think we've got the national anthem coming up here. Should most likely not be starting early, but we'll see here as we are, again, already getting into your national anthem. So let's go ahead and take ourselves a short break. We'll come back. We'll continue on with our, albeit brief, pregame coverage. Again, Class 2 state quarterfinals, Iberia and Chaffee. Back in a few.
Students come and students go. Some start at the elementary level and continue in the same district until graduation. Others move in, some move out for a variety of reasons, but usually it's the parent's job that facilitates a family's move. Whatever the reason, the Iberia School District welcomes all students. At Iberia, students get the best possible education from a staff of dedicated teachers, coaches, and an administration that cares about the product they send out every May at graduation. Whether it's continuing their education, the military, or the 9-to-5 world, the Iberia School District is proud of their Rangers and Lady Rangers. From heating season to cooling season, whatever time of the year it is, Walls HVAC Service LLC of Brumley has over 10 years of experience in the business and is there to help you with all your heating and cooling needs, both residential and commercial. Walls HVAC LLC services all brands but is a certified Rheem dealer, and they service all of Central Missouri and offer free estimates. Give Walls HVAC Service LLC a call today at 573-286-4155. Walls HVAC Service LLC of Brumley, a proud supporter of the area youth.
Some people are always too hot.
Whew, it's hot in here. Is it just me or is it hot in here?
Other people are always too cold.
I'm cold. It's cold in here. Aren't you cold?
And sometimes both of those kinds of people are in your house at the same time. So how do you make everyone happy? With some help from the heating and cooling professionals.
Air Serve Heating and Air Conditioning in Mid-Missouri, 573-433-3613. Your Mid-Missouri air conditioning and heating experts. Breathe easy, live better. Locally owned, proudly operated.
I won?
Fuel up, drink, eat, scratch, win. Right here. Eagle Stop, family owned and operated in 48 stores in central and southern Missouri. Join the Eagle Stop loyalty program and get fuel discounts with every purchase. Free drinks monthly and earn points to redeem for snacks, drinks, and fuel. Reward yourself. Eagle Stop, a proud supporter of high school athletics and the communities they represent. Eagle Stop, in a community near you. EagleStopStores.com.
Again, back here at Frisco Field here in Chaffee, Missouri, just outside of Cape Girardeau, where we are still waiting for the first pitch of today's contest, our state quarterfinal Class 2 softball tournament. Again, the Iberia Lady Rangers on the road today, taking on the Chaffee Lady Devils. So it is Connor Harbert here with you today, 97.9 The Source. Glad you could join me here again for this one. We do have a little bit of time here. Our coach is now meeting at home plate, kind of doing things a little bit different than I guess we are used to there. Of course, announcing the starting lineups, getting the national anthem. Now our coach is meeting at home plate, which gives me a little bit of time to talk about these two teams some more. Of course, we've gone over the records here. Iberia 21-5, Chaffee 19-6. But let's get into those numbers just a little bit more. We take a look at today's opponent in the Lady Devils of Chaffee. The home record 11-1. This is a team that plays a lot here at Chaffee. 12 of their games this season have been on their home field. 6-3 on the road, and then 2-2 in neutral and tourney site games. So again, over just about half of your games are played here at Frisco Field for the Lady Devils. They average 8.9 runs per game here this season. They allow 3.3 runs a game here this year. Meanwhile, Iberia, of course, 21-5, 6-2 at home, 7-2 on the road, and 8-1 in neutral and tourney site games. Again, they actually play more on the road than they do at home here in Iberia. They average 11.1 runs per game, and they only allow 1.8 runs per game here this season. This is the first matchup in a long time between Iberia and Chaffee. In fact, looking at Misha, doesn't even show anything. So if these teams have played before, it was before Misha started keeping track of those numbers. So we'll see how things go here today. Again, no common opponents as well. District 1, District 2, they are quite a ways apart. And so you just don't really get that a whole lot here. Again, Chaffee mostly staying within their kind of region here. They do play on the road a little bit. They've actually played Notre Dame out of Cape Girardeau 3 times this season. Like I said, this is a team with 6 losses, but none of them were below Class 4 here this year. So Iberia trying to really break that ceiling and become the first Class 2 team to get over the hump here today. So the two teams now on the field, going through her starting warm-ups here. It's the Chaffee starting pitcher, Carly-Ann Kasu. And, of course, I got a chance to really talk with some people from the Chaffee area before the game. I actually rolled up here at about 11:45 here today. Did not want to risk anything with such a long travel distance today. This is a Chaffee team that, in many ways, is very similar to Iberia in the way that they have plenty of young players. In fact, I was told 6 freshmen in the starting lineup here today. So it's a very young team. Iberia, of course, they will start 4 freshmen of their own. And this is a program that really encourages their players to really kind of come up through the program. They start them young, just like they do Iberia. And, well, you can kind of see the results here. A very strong program that doesn't go down. In their district, they defeated their first opponent there, I believe Calvary Lutheran 7-2. Then again defeated Neelyville 6-0 in the final there to advance to this round. Iberia, of course, run ruling NCA, and then a 7-1 victory over Eugene to get to this point. So again, this one's going to be a fun one. I was telling people the only way I'm disappointed today is if we get ourselves a 50-minute game. I want the main event, if you will. Of course, we're all hoping for an Iberia victory here today. They'll be up to the plate first here. Again, this is pretty much a road game today for Iberia as Chaffee plays in front of a very large home crowd. I was told over 300 tickets sold here on the Chaffee and Iberia side of things. So lots of people in attendance here today. So things are going to get started here. It's going to be Chloe Edwards who kicks things off here like usual for the Lady Rangers. Again, your lineup's pretty much the same for the most part here for Iberia today. Again, Kasu the pitcher. Number 9, a right-hander. First pitch on the way. Taken. Up in the zone here. Strike 1 called. So Edwards going to wait on the first pitch. Again, Edwards, Bauer, and Yoakum, your first 3 batters here. Edwards, the left-handed batter. Next pitch, here's a swing. Hard hit ground ball over to short. Ball's going to get between the legs of the shortstop. And it's going to be an error to start things out. Between the legs of Bailey Robertson out at short. And Edwards is on here. Again, E6. I was told Chaffee, pretty solid at most aspects of the game. Defense, batting, pitching. But that time just got away from Robertson there, and so we'll see what Iberia can do with their first base runner of the game. Stepping in, center fielder Aislinn Bauer. Bauer laying down a bunt here. Hard bunt. Going to be taken by Kasu. Only play's going to be at first. Almost pulls her off the bag, but they're going to keep it there. Meanwhile, Edwards moves over to third. Ball's thrown away. Coming home is Edwards. She's going to score easily, and in 2 batters, Iberia strikes first. It's 1-0. So a throwing error on the play. That's going to be an E3. And what was meant to be just a sacrifice bunt turns into a run here for Iberia. It will go 1-3 to retire Bauer, but you'll get credit for the sacrifice. And meanwhile, Edwards will come home again on Chaffee's second error of the inning, that time on first base. So 1-0 our score. Here's Kaya Yoakum. She takes a pitch down low, ball 1. Of course, Yoakum, freshman, lots and lots and lots and lots of power. Batting from the left-hand side here, donning number 99. Trying to add on to what is already a 1-run inning. Next pitch, fouled it off here to the cage. And it's 1-1. Nice looking field here. A balance between dirt and grass. Of course, after Eugene, that converted baseball field. Dirt in the outfield. We're back to relative normalcy here in Chaffee. Next pitch, the 1-1. Fastball taken high here, 2-1. On deck now, the pitcher, Kinley Cochran. He will get a bat, for sure, with 1 out and nobody on. If we go any farther than that, first baseman Jalen Piggott awaits. Here comes the 2-1 from Kasu. Here's a swing, high fly ball. Sent out towards center. Who's going to call it out there? It'll be the center fielder, but she drops the ball. Meanwhile, Yoakum rounding first. Another ball thrown away here, but Yoakum's just going to stay on first. It'll be a 3rd error here in the inning on Chaffee. Defensively, maybe a bit nervous here today, but that's going to be an error on the center fielder. That ball just pops out of the glove. And Iberia still has just the 1 down here. Runner back over on first for your cleanup hitter, pitcher Kinley Cochran. See what Cochran can do with the bat. 4th batter of the inning, first pitch. Fastball taken high here, ball 1. Cochran coming off a marvelous game in the circle in that district championship game against Eugene. Allows just the 1 solo home run, but strikes out 15 other batters in the process. She'll look for more of the same today, 1-0. Low and inside this time, and it's 2-0. Of course, trying to help her own cause here with the bat. Also very good. Cochran just one of the many all-around players that have gotten Iberia again to the state quarterfinals. 2 balls, no strikes. Next one, fastball again high. Throw down to first. Yoakum slides in safely. But the count at the plate now 3-0. in the hole now, Carly Carmack. Sixth batter, potentially of the inning if we get to that point. Here's the 3-0 now. Cochran taking it all the way this time. And it's now 3-1, still a hitter's count. Big thank you to all of our sponsors joining us for tonight's broadcast, or should I say today's broadcast. Our season sponsors and our additions for this particular one. 3-1, Mrs. Loman inside. That's ball 4. So Yoakum advances to second. Cochran now on over to first. And with those runners on first and second, here comes the number 5 hitter, first baseman Jalen Piggott. So we'll actually get ourselves our first pinch runner here as Cochran will be replaced. I believe out there to run. Lexi McMillan. One of 2 pinch runners we commonly see with this Iberia squad. The other, of course, being Riley Graves. But McMillan will run here. Still has Yoakum in front of her, though, over at second. So again, Piggott will step in here. Still 1 out, 2 runners on, 1-0 our score, top of the first. Batting from the right-hand side, righty versus righty. First pitch, squaring up to bunt, lays one down the first base line. Throw's going to have to go to first, not going to have a throw anywhere, though. Piggott rushes down the line, the bases are loaded. It's a bunt single. So everyone's on here. It's the first actual hit of the inning here for Iberia. But now Carly Carmack comes to the plate here with a big opportunity. Bases loaded and only the 1 out. Now we're actually going to check on things here. Not sure what we're going to check about. Did the runner interfere? I'm maybe guessing that's the conversation, but they're going to rule safe. I think they were talking about whether Piggott got in front of that ball, interfered with the play. I'm not actually quite sure myself. But whatever it is, it's not going to be overturned. And so, here comes Carly Carmack, again with the bases loaded and 1 out. First pitch to Carmack here. Taken, fastball, upper inside corner, strike 1. On deck now, Kylie McElroy. Facing an 0-1 count here. Carmack, next pitch. Swings, maybe chases a bit here, but fouls it off, and it's 0-2. Again, plenty of Iberia faithful making the trip today. They're mostly off to my right, down the right field line. We've got people seated pretty much all around the ballpark today. Here's the 0-2. Swing, line drive, out toward right field. That's going to get down. How many runs is Iberia going to score? They've already picked up 1. They're going to hold the runner at third. Make it 2-0 now, Iberia here in the top of the first. An RBI single here for Carly Carmack. So Yoakum scores on the play. McMillan moves on over to third. Piggott on over to second, and now Carmack stands on first with that RBI single. Base is still loaded, still 1 out. Designated player Kylie McElroy, but first, it's time for a full infield visit here on the Chaffee side of things. So we've got a pause in the action here again. Glad to have you. Not going to lie, a little bit tired after my long journey after Waynesville football last night. Tell you, I also overdressed for this one. Actually quite warm here today in Chaffee. I was fooled by the fact it was cold this morning. I dressed for 8 a.m., not particularly 2 p.m. Had to pretty much shed all my layers. But we're nice and comfortable, and again, it's a great day for softball. It's about 74 degrees here at the moment. It's not going to get much cooler here, potentially by the end of this one. Of course, it'll start to dip once the sun goes down. So bases loaded, Kylie McElroy to the plate. McElroy swinging away first pitch. Fouls one off to the right-hand side here. It's 0-1. Winner of this one, like I said in the pregame, moves on to Springfield next week. The 0-1 now on its way. Here's another swing. Bit of a swinging bunt. Down the line it goes, but it's going to be picked up in foul territory. It'll be 0-2 here on McElroy. See if I can pull up the state tournament bracket for you. Tell you who's playing District 3 and 4. Again, 8 teams remaining here. See when we get an opportunity. 0-2. Take it. Fastball right down the middle. Strike 3 called. McElroy becomes the first victim tonight for Kasu. And that does bring Kaylee Peterson to the plate. Peterson, the lone senior. Gonna look to make an impact here. First pitch taken, fastball at the knees here. Strike one. Again, bases are still loaded here. 2-run inning, though. You've got McMillan over on third. Piggott on second, Carmack on first. Next pitch. Here's a swing and a miss. And it goes 0-2. Again, 3 Chaffee errors have helped Iberia along here in this half inning. 0-2 pitch now. Swing, foul tip. Stays alive here. Still 0-2. Winner of this one moves on to face the winner of Lynn and Ellsbury. They start at the same time today, so maybe we'll get a score in. Depends on if they finish before us. Next 0-2 on the way. Just barely missed outside here, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. That game again will be played on October 27th, next Friday. 1:30 p.m. in Springfield. At the Killian Softball Complex. 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll end the inning. But Iberia does pick up 2 runs. 2 runs coming across on 2 hits. There were 3 Chaffee errors, but unfortunately Iberia also left 3 runners here on base. We're going to move to the bottom of the first. We will see what the Iberia defense can do. They'll try to keep Chaffee down when we come back. Back in 60, it's Iberia Lady Ranger Softball, Class 2 State Quarterfinals. 97.9 The Source.
As the years go by, everything gets older. Even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
What if you stepped out of the picture tonight? How would you want to be remembered? And who would make decisions about planning your funeral service? This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. We help families create meaningful services that respect and honor the memory of their loved one's life. At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, we offer our support and guidance when your family needs us the most.
Again, back here on Z102.3, as I'm actually told here. Again, apologies. It's supposed to be on 97.9. I think there was a bit of a miscommunication there, but we are back here. As Carly-Ann Kasu takes a first pitch strike here, 0-1. Texting my engineer back in the studio. We'll see what we want to do about that here. Again, we're in the bottom of the first, 2-0 our score. Iberia leads, taking advantage of 3 Chaffee errors and 2 base hits to get those 2 runs across here. 0-1 from Kinley Cochran, misses high. It's 1-1. And if you are tuning in today and you want to spread the word that we are at the moment on 102.3, I'd be right happy with you. Here's a pitch that finds the inner half, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, apologies there. One ball, 2 strikes. Now the next offering. Here's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Kinley Cochran going to start her day with a strikeout. Gets past the leadoff batter and the pitcher. Wins their first matchup, or their second matchup of the day. And with 1 out, brings us Anae Held. Anae spelled A-N-Y-E. That's a new one for me. But Held comes up to the plate here. Left-handed batter to face the right-handed Cochran. First pitch here to Held. Looking to bunt it here. Did she pull it back? They're going to say, they're going to appeal. Now our home plate umpire going to discuss things with Cochran. And they're going to say, she pulled it back here, ball 1. Here's a bunt laid down. Diving after it is Yoakum. Couldn't get to it in time. Throw to first is going to be too late here. Great effort coming in from first. Jalen Piggott actually diving after it. Couldn't keep it in the glove, though. The throw was too late, and so an A held will get herself an infield single. You can't possibly give an error on that. And there's a runner on first now with one out. First pitch now to left fielder Reese Van Pelt. It's going to be taken high for ball one. Just a small programming note. Again, apologies. We were supposed to be over on 97.9 The Source. We are going to move this game over. Again, over to 97.9. Here's a pitch. High and inside for ball two. Also want this game streamed online over at myozarksonline.com. So, if you're listening in, don't know when we're going to switch, but we are going to switch here in a moment. Just tune it on over there and we'll continue on. 2-0 now to Van Pelt. Looking for the lower inside corner. Missed it though. And it's 3-0 here. Again, runner over on first. An A held. Van Pelt, the left fielder, facing that 3-0 count. Got to inform the crowd here in attendance here in a moment. We've also switched. Here's the 3-0 now. Taken all the way, but it's a fastball in at the knees here for strike one. Three balls, one strike. Cochran taking her time here with the next pitch on deck. Cleanup hitter Paisley Graham. Here's the 3-1. Check swing, held up in time though. The pitch missed high. That's ball four. Runners now on first and second. So walking a strikeout now for Cochran. And that does bring us to the cleanup hitter here. Paisley Graham. Graham, a right-handed batter, and plays third. Here's the first pitch. On the way, taking strike one. By the way, they announced Cochran's numbers here before the game. Did not have those numbers myself, so might as well tell you, 12-4 on the campaign. ERA of 1.63. 0-1 here. Again, too high, and it's 1-1. Again, one of two pitchers for this Lady Rangers squad, or at least two pitchers who see a bulk of the work. Aislinn Bauer, of course, your other pitcher. Being told we are switching now. So, when you see us off the air, here's a high fly ball. First and foremost, it's got distance, and it is gone. Nope, it's off the wall. It's going to be played off the wall here. One run is scored. They're going to go for two. Here comes the play at the plate. She is out. No, they're going to say, hold on. Not the most impactful call there, but they're going to say she slid under the tag, 2-2. So a 2 RBI double here for Paisley Graham. Cochran's now going to argue her case. The throw was there in plenty of time, but was the tag over? As again, Coach Cochran talks things over with the home plate umpire here. They're not going to win the argument here, and again, it's going to be 2-2. So 2 RBI double here for Graham. Again, those of you joining in now on 97.9 The Source, hi. We're back where we were supposed to be. Connor Harvard here with you. Again, apologies there. I didn't mention what station we were on when I was talking with my engineer earlier today. Kind of forgot that is somewhat important after being on Z102.3 last night. It's 2-2 ball game here. First pitch to Bailey Robertson. It's taken here, out number one. 2 hits now for Chaffee here in this inning. The Chaffee Lady Red Devils. They've tied things up here. Both teams with 2 hits, 0-1. Robertson squaring up to bunt. Ball got away. Taken off for third is Graham. She'll be in there on the pass ball. Ball got by Edwards there. And Graham moves on over. So that potential go-ahead run here in the first stands 1 bag away now. And Iberia will have to try to work around it here. 1-1 count here at the plate. One ball, one strike. Next pitch. Still trying to bunt, but punts it foul here. And there will be 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Yoakum looking for, not Yoakum rather, but Cochran looking for strikeout number 2. Comes the pitch. Fastball, strike 3 call. So Cochran blows one by Robertson. There's 2 down now. And Iberia will try to take this tie ball game into the second here. First, have to get through the catcher here, Jocelyn Hanlon. Hanlon, a right-handed batter. First offering to the catcher. Same spot as the strikeout pitch. Going to be called the same, strike 1. No balls and 1 strike here. Now the next one. Here's a swing, shallow ground ball here, but it's going to roll foul. Nicely done there. Kaylee Peterson letting it roll a little bit before it drifted into foul territory. And it's 0-2. Don't think she was going to have a throw on that necessarily. It was a slow roller. So all in all, a good play there to wait on it. So 0-2 here to Hanlon. On deck, Paige Wilhite. Hanlon manages to get aboard here, 0-2. Looking for the inside corner, didn't find it. We'll go 1-2. If we go any farther than that, Addison Erhan waiting on. That would be the number 8 hitter. This the 6th hitter of the inning here for Chaffee. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch from Cochran. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cochran's 3rd strikeout of the inning. Keeps this ball game a tied 1. So 2 runs here for Chaffee. They've got a new ball game heading into the second. 2 runs coming across on 2 hits. There were no errors, and there was 1 runner left over on third. Top of the second we go. Back in 60, you're listening to Iberia Lady Rangers softball, the state quarterfinals, here on 97.9 The Source.
Football season means one thing, tailgate parties. And for 46 years running, the best-selling tailgates have been Ford F-Series. And right now at Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert, you can get their best deals of the year on every built Ford Tough truck in stock. Hurry in today to get great low APR finance rates, big cash back, and amazing low monthly payments. So before you head to the game, head to Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert and get the ultimate tailgate for the ultimate tailgate party. Stop by now and get backed by Morse today.
Hurry up, dude. The game's about to start.
Nothing beats spending the day watching the game with your buddies.
Dude, I'm literally right here. Let's do this.
Which is why a shelter insurance renter's policy is key to your winning game plan. It protects things your landlord's policy doesn't.
Dude, where's your TV?
What?
Oh, no way, dude.
Like that flat screen TV that just got stolen.
For a free insurance review.
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, Dave Howlett, your shelter insurance agent in Richland.
Or come see me, John Gregory, in Crocker.
Back here with the top of the second here at Frisco Field in Chaffee. Again, just outside of Cape Girardeau. We're all tied back up, 2 apiece, as Chaffee equalizes things using 2 hits. A 2 RBI double for the freshman cleanup hitter. Again, we mentioned 10 freshmen starting in this game. Chaffee using one of their 6 to tie this one back up here. So Connor Harbert with you, 97.9 The Source. We are definitely back on 97.9 here. And of course, also online, myozarksonline.com. If you're struggling to get it, or if you have people listening outside the area or want to listen in from outside the area, that is where you'll want to send them. myozarksonline.com. Look for the listen live. You'll find 97.9 KFBD. That is where you will find the stream here today. But it'll be 9, 1, and 2 coming up here for the Lady Rangers. It'll be Williams, Edwards, and Bauer all set to hit here. Again, the state quarterfinal. 8 teams remain. Iberia trying to punch their ticket to the Final Four. Accomplished the feat in 2021. Lost in the district final in 2022, but they're back here in 2023. Addison Williams stands in. Squares up, or was looking to maybe try to slap one down the line here, but misses high, 1-0. 2 strikeouts for Carly Ann Kosu. Pitcher remains in the game here for the Lady Devils. Here's the 1-0 now. Here's a bunt laid down, but it's going to go real foul. They'll pick it up here. We'll come back with a 1-1 count. The Lady Devils, don't see that all too often. Not my first time, though, I've seen the Devils. Red or blue or otherwise. In fact, in Kansas. Gonna have a Kansas flashback for you. You know we love those here. Would occasionally have a Blue Devil, Red Devil matchup. Sedan and Erie. Here's the 1-1 now to Williams. Fastball low here. 2-1. Of course, Chaffee, the Red Devils, or the Lady Devils, or the Lady Red Devils. I've actually heard it all 3 ways today. We're going with the Lady Devils for brevity's sake, as it's on the scoreboard out there. 2 balls, 1 strike to Williams. Next one, there's another bunt laid down, but it ricochets off of Williams. And that'll be strike 2. Ultimately a foul ball here. Not batter's interference. We learned that last week at districts. Or at least some of us learned that. But Williams will now need to come up here with some 2-strike hitting. Kasu looking for her 3rd straight strikeout. Winds up and the pitch. Here's a swing. Hard hit line drive. That's off the third baseman in the hands on shortstop. Throw to first. Not going to be in time. And we're going to give that one a single. Leadoff single here for Addison Williams. She smoked that ball over toward the third base side. They call it the hot corner. At least in baseball. I think it's the same in the softball side of things. Just absolutely drilled one over toward Graham. Almost got the ricochet. Bailey Robertson over at short had a chance for the throw, but it was just a step too late. So Williams does beat it out, earns herself a base hit. Iberia's 3rd of the day. Brings us to the top of the order here. Chloe Edwards. Got on base on an error last time up. Edwards swinging away, pops one up here. Ball is caught. They're going to throw it over to first. Williams is going to be doubled up here. Williams just straight up took off for second, and they're going to be doubled up. Had no idea that ball was caught. So P5 is the play. Williams thrown out here, and suddenly there's 2 outs here in this top of the second. Leadoff single wiped away. Aislinn Bauer, though, at the plate. She'll try to get something going here with 2 outs. Bauer laid down a sacrifice last time up. 1-3 she went down. That play turned into a run. Bauer swinging away here. Ball popped up just over the Iberia dugout. It's 1-1 here. Laid down a bunt. It was thrown out at first, but then the ensuing throw from first to third to try to get Edwards missed its mark, sailed into the fence, allowing Edwards to come home and score. Here's a swing, ground ball over towards short. Robertson has it. Throw is going to be there in time, and that'll end the inning. So Iberia goes down in order. 1, 2, and 3. Not a traditional 1, 2, 3, but still a 1, 2, 3 nonetheless. That'll move us on to the bottom of the second. We're all tied up here at 2. Iberia and Chaffee. Back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Iberia Lady Ranger Softball in the Class 2 state quarterfinal round. 97.9 The Source.
Are you tired of all the games that other furniture stores play? At Paul's Furniture, we've got the biggest name brands at the guaranteed lowest prices. You come in, you're going to see that price on it. The next time you come in, it's going to be the exact same price because we always have the best deals, the best prices, and the biggest name brands with free delivery. We're going to do whatever it takes to earn your business at Paul's Furniture. That's what's made us the #1 furniture store in Pulaski and Phelps County for the last 30 years. Or if you're tired of the games that others play, come see us at Paul's Furniture.
It's October savings all month long at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. See better and drive safer with $16 off a pair of Trico Silicone, Edge, and Force wiper blades. Save up to 30% on Mobil 1 Extended Performance Synthetic Motor Oil. And get ready for the colder weather with ISO Heat Injector Cleaner, Water Remover, and Full Line Antifreeze, now $329 each. It's all at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue. Get the good stuff 7 days a week.
Going up here in the bottom of the second. Still tied up at 2 apiece here. Iberia going down 1, 2, 3 in the top half of the inning. So they'll try to keep Chaffee down. Try to keep this ball game a tied one here. They'll face the bottom of the order. 7, 8, and 9 checking in here for the Lady Devils. Starting off with the first baseman here, Paige Wilhite. Wilhite swinging away at the first pitch. Swung over the top of a fastball here, and it's 0-1. Connor Harbert, 97.9 The Source. Glad you could join me here for this one. State quarterfinals, you know. It's always a great time once you get to the state level. Here's the 0-1 now. Looking for the inner half. Didn't find it. 1-1. Every team you see from this point on, if you continue on past this point, of course, is going to be a good one. These two teams, again, single-digit losses, near 20 wins or over the 20-win mark if you're Iberia. Here's the 1-1. Hard hit line drive. That gets down for a base hit. Pryor will bring it in from right field, but it'll be a leadoff single here for Wilhite. Third hit of the game here for the Lady Devils. They've got that lead run on, or that go-ahead run, more traditionally called here. See what they do with it here as Addison Erhan steps in. Kinley Cochran still in the circle here for Iberia. 3 strikeouts in that first inning. Here's a bunt laid down. Cochran will make the play over to first. Yoakum has it. Quick throw over to second. But Wilhite standing on the bag here. They'll just get the one. So Erhan lays down the sacrifice. 1-3 the play goes. And with one down, that runner in scoring position now. It's the number 9 hitter, right fielder Jordan Brown. So Brown, a right-handed hitter here. Look to try to move Wilhite around here. Iberia, who held that previous go-ahead run on third, well, they're going to look to do it again. Try to do it again, at least. First pitch here, swing and a miss. 0-1. 2-2 here in the second. Both teams scoring their 2 runs in the first. Iberia empty in the top half of the inning. Here's the 0-1 now. Fastball taken high here by Brown, and it's 1-1. And fans all around the stadium today. There is a spot out in center field where you can't really watch through the mesh. But other than that, 1-1. Again, too high. Pulled the bat back in time. Was trying to lay down another bunt here. We go 2-1. They're going to say she did actually go around. Coach Cochran from the dugout asking Chloe Edwards behind the plate to appeal. She does. And they actually do get the strike. So we go 1-2 instead of 2-1. Now that's going to bring in another argument here from the Chaffee side of things. So we'll talk about it here. We'll see if we switch it on back. Again, the initial call was ball 2. Then we switched to strike 2. When we go back again. First base, again, is unoccupied. So it's the way things go here. Still talking about it here, our home plate umpire. But we're going to keep it 1-2. So ultimately, Iberia wins the discussion of words, the debate, if you will. We'll get a clarification for good measure here. Edwards asking for the count. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 away. Our first controversy of the day. 2-strike pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. So getting that strike 3 or that strike 2 call certainly helps Iberia along here as they pick up their first strikeout of the inning. 4th strikeout overall for Cochran. Gives them a chance to get out of this one with the tie ball game still. They'll have to get through this leadoff hitter. Carly-Ann Kasu once more. Kasu swinging away. First pitch. Fouls one off. Up and above the concession stand and out of play for strike 1. Kasu struck out swinging her last time up. So she's 0 for 1. Our first repeat hitter today. Nope, that was a lie. Had a couple for Iberia, of course. Here's the 0-1. Won it up, but held up. Pitch high here. It's 1-1. Started to flinch at it, but ultimately didn't offer up there. We've got a strong wind, by the way, today in Chaffee, blowing out toward right field today. Catch one squarely. We could see one over the fence today. Here's the 1-1 now to Kasu. Tried to bring it down, but didn't get the call. 2-1. Almost saw a home run. In fact, I called it gone before it actually ricocheted off the fence. Was reading the reaction of Carmack out there and left. Good thing, too. It actually was the difference between 2 and 3 runs. Here's a pitch that barely misses the corner here. Cochran wanted it. But it's 3-1. Again, runner on second here. A walk does not advance that runner. It would just be first and second. And obviously want to end the inning here. 3-1. That one looks good. Delayed strike call there, but we go full 3-2. Home plate umpire today definitely likes the tension that comes with that strike call. Thought it was ball 4 for about a split second. He's about to ask some questions. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing, fly ball out towards center. Moving to her left is Bauer. Can't find it. Rounding third, that's Wilhite. She will score. And Chaffee takes themselves a 3-2 lead. An RBI single here for Carly-Ann Kasu. Scores Wilhite from second. And Iberia faces a deficit for the first time today. Bringing us now to an A-hole. Held 1 for 1. She singled her last time up. Later came around to score on that 2 RBI double. First pitch, going to pop up a bunt here, rolling backwards. Good bunt. They're not going to have a throw. So held singles for the second time today, this time via a bunt. Actually, remember last time she laid down a bunt, almost popped it up. Can't get diving after it. Not this time. The option's not there. Cossey will move over to second. Held now stands on first. And that brings us to left fielder Reese Van Pelt. Iberia trying to keep it a one-run game now. 3-2. Need to pick up this important third out. There's 2 runners on. First pitch to Van Pelt. Fastball inside here, and it's 1-0. Now here comes the 1-0. Again brings the heat. Can't catch up to it that time. Van Pelt, 1-1 count. Van Pelt walked her last time and then scored. Again represents now one of those 3 runs here for Chaffee. 1-1. Same spot. This time was able to hold back on it though, and it's 2-1. Again, we're also watching another area team as well today. They started an hour before us, that being the St. Elizabeth Lady Hornets. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. They play Marion C. early at home at St. Elizabeth. So we're watching that game. They're usually pretty good over at St. Elizabeth about getting those scores in. We'll probably have a final in that one before we finish up here today. But it is a 2-2 count here. Cochran looking for strikeout number 5 today. Already has 4 of them. Looking to strand those 2 runners. 2-2. Looking for the corner. Didn't get it. And we've got our second straight payoff pitch coming up here. 3-2. Actually lied to you there. Our second full count of the inning for sure, but definitely not back-to-back here. But here comes that payoff pitch. Too high. Ball 4 and the bases are loaded. Van Pelt walks for the second time today. And that brings up a dangerous hitter here. Paisley Graham. So Graham, who's 1 for 1 with a 2 RBI double, comes up to the plate. And it's really a make-or-break moment here for Iberia at this point in the game. Iberia will try to push through here. Here's the first pitch. Swing, high fly ball off toward right. It's got distance, backing up on it. Pryor over the shoulder, can't bring it in. It's going to score a couple runs here. They're going to look for all 3 of them. She will have herself a 3 RBI double. Graham with 5 RBIs. And Chaffee takes a 6-2 lead. Second ball just shy of the fence. Pryor not able to get back to it in time. Everyone scores. And Iberia now trails by 4. So a second straight double here for Graham. Again, as we have ourselves an infield visit here. And trying to calm down this Iberia squad. Cochran not really happy with the way that play went down there. Perhaps one of the fielders just a little bit farther back with a power hitter in Graham, I do believe, coming to the plate. And now 6-2. So our meeting is going to come to an end here, and Iberia will still try to find that out number 3. But now they'll face off against shortstop Bailey Robertson. So Robertson comes up for the second time here, 0 for 1. Struck out last time up, first pitch. Fastball inside here, 1-0. Cochran again, a sub-2 ERA At this point in the season, you're going to face some good bats. So far, Chaffee's won the battle here. Here's a pitch taken on the upper half for strike one. Now the 1-1 on the way here. Swing, foul tip. Well, not strike two, or would have been, wasn't already strike two. It'll just be strike two. I was going to say Edwards almost bringing that in. Wouldn't have mattered, though, but it's just 1-2. Cochran trying to end the inning here, trying to keep that runner stranded over on second. The pitch, swing, foul ball off behind us once more. Still 1-2. Well, still one ball, still two strikes. Blowing out to center, next pitch. Inside here, Robertson turns away from it, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Next one, swing, high fly ball this time toward left. Carmack back on it, finds it, makes the catch, and that does end the inning. But a big inning for the Lady Devils. 4 runs come across, 3 of them on a 3 RBI double. Means Iberia trails for the first time in this one. They trail by 4. 6-2 our scores. We head on into the top of the third. Again, Iberia 2, Chaffee 6. Back in 60, you're listening to Iberia Lady Ranger Softball and the Class 2 state quarterfinal, 97.9 The Source.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football.
Basketball is my game.
But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert is the pizza during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Try Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard. Looking for a great career? Domino's Pizza St. Robert is hiring all positions. Apply online at jobs.domino's.com.
Are you looking for a life-changing career? Phelps Health is hiring in a variety of hospital departments, including clinical and non-clinical positions. Making a difference in the lives of our patients since 1951, our hospital serves over 200,000 residents in South Central Missouri and offers a comprehensive benefits package, including paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and hourly pay starting at $15. To begin your career at Phelps Health, visit phelpshealth.org/careers.
And we're back here once more, Frisco Field, here in Chaffee. 6-2 our score. Chaffee puts up 4 runs in the bottom half of the second to take this lead. And so Iberia will try to fight their way back up from it here. We'll have a good spot to start here, the middle of the lineup. 3, 4, and 5 up to the plate here in the third. Yoakum, Cochran, and Piggott. Harley-Ann Kasu remaining in the game as the pitcher here for the Lady Devils. After a rough start to begin the game, Chaffee has seemingly kind of found their rhythm here. Iberia going to need to do the same here. So we'll see what Yoakum can do here. She steps in. 0 for 1 in today's game, but reached base on an error last time up. She was eventually able to come all the way around here and score one of those 2 runs. First offering from Kasu, misses low. 1-0. Not the only media here today. Got a TV camera to my left. Doing a little B-roll, a little filming. Here's the 1-0 now. Check swing. Went around on it, though. 1-1. As now we see why the field's called Frisco. How about a train? Very fitting. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Here's a swing. Foul ball off to the left here. And it becomes 1-2 now on Yoakum. Again, Kinley Cochran on deck. Wow, the scenery is precise. Haven't seen a train go by a softball field in quite some time, or a baseball field. I like it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch. Change up. Hard ground ball. Down the right field line. That's through. Yoakum's going to stop at first here. It's a leadoff single. So for the second straight inning, actually Yoakum will move on to second now. Now she'll back on over to first. Nope, time's called. She'll move on over to second. Not quite sure what happened there. I'm really not sure, but Yoakum ends up on second. Oh, it's just going to be a routine ground ball single, but now Yoakum stands on second. So, good start there for Iberia. And now we'll see if Kinley Cochran can help her own cause here with a runner in scoring position. Cochran walked her first time up, looking to bunt, bunts one back to the circle. Runner moves over to third, throw over to first is in time. Cochran gives herself up here on the sacrifice, 1-3. Yoakum over to third here, and that brings us to first baseman Jalen Piggott. So Piggott going to look for her second hit here in this one. She singled last time up, but was eventually left stranded over on second. And Iberia leaving the bases loaded in the first. Kind of a big deal now with the way this game has gone. Here's a first pitch taken high, ball one. Iberia has left 3 on base here today. Chaffee has left 2. Both times Paisley Graham for the Lady Devils. 1-0 pitch now, swing, hard hit line drive into center field. That'll score the run. RBI single here for Piggott as she'll round first. Scores Yoakum, and that cuts the lead to 3 now, 6-3. So Piggott gets it done with the bat, the middle of the lineup. Creates themselves a run. So we enter the bottom side of the lineup now. That brings us now to Carly Carmack. Carmack here, swinging away, first pitch, high fly ball out towards center. Ball is caught, and that'll be out number 2. So Carmack retired on the first pitch, fly out. 2 down, runner still on first, and Piggott brings us now to designated player Kylie McElroy. McElroy, a strikeout victim her last time up. One of 2 strikeouts today for Kasu. First pitch to her, swinging away, fouls one off, up and into the Iberia dugout. That took an odd hop. Off the backstop, off the pole, and ran right through the narrow gap into the Iberia dugout. That's 1 in a million right there. But it is 0-1. Next pitch here. Swing and a miss that time, and it's 0-2. The train has stopped out there in right field. To be honest with you, I didn't really think about Frisco Field until I saw the train, and then it all made sense. The old Frisco line runs through Chaffee. 0-2, next pitch to McElroy. Swing, popped it up. It's playable in foul territory. Will Height has it, and that'll be out number 3. So Iberia does pick up 1 run back. A RBI single for Jalen Piggott, but ultimately they still trail by 3, entering the bottom of the third. 6-3 our score. Back in 60 seconds here for you. You're listening to Iberia Lady Ranger Softball and Class 2 state quarterfinal right here on 97.9 The Source.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What does Seeger Toyota of St. Robert do for you? Number 1, we provide a great atmosphere. Number 2, with over 220 new Toyotas either on the ground or heading our way, we provide a great selection of new Seeger Toyotas. And number 3, we have you covered for pre-owned as well with over 140 on the ground now. You get to deal with the number 1 new car dealer, used car dealer, and service department as voted by you through the Best of the Best of Pulaski County Awards 2023. Let us show you what it's like to be treated the Seeger way and make this buying a car thing fun like it should be. That's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert next to Walmart and at SeegerToyota.net.
Here in Chaffee, 6-3 our score. Iberia trails here in this one to the Chaffee Lady Devils. First pitch here too. Number 1, Jocelyn Hamlin. Swing and a miss here for strike 1. Connor Harbin here with you, 97.9 The Source. Windy, warm day here in Chaffee. Iberia trying to keep this deficit steady. Good pitch there. That's going to be called strike 2. Caught the lower inside corner that time. Kinley Cochran still in the circle. 4 strikeouts today. Unfortunately, has given up 6 hits. Those 6 hits have been earned. Here's a swing. Hop fly, right side. Yoakum calls everyone off. Tracks to her left and makes the catch. Had to range for that one, but puts it in the glove. Out number 1. Good idea there for Yoakum. Higgin also ranging back on it, but Yoakum deciding she had the better angle on that one. Turned out to be, well, true. So, leadoff batter's gone here. Brings us now to Paige Wilhite, who is 1 for 1. She singled to start off the second. Came around to score an RBI single, Carly-Ann Kasu. A few batters later, at the time that had tied it up, that had put Chaffee out in front, 3-2. There'd be more runs later in that inning, though. Swing and a miss on the first pitch, 0-1 now. Cochran's next pitch here. Swing, line drive, right side. Off into the Iberia crowd here, 0-2. Again, just outside Cape Girardeau. I told some people, I told my dad today, I'm going to hang out in Cape Girardeau for a little bit after this one. Never been. But I'm treating this like a little vacation. My first vacation here in several months. Here's the 0-2. Swing, foul tip. Off to the cage here will stay 0-2. I call it my vacation, but what am I doing right now? I'm working. But, again, as I say several times throughout the year, I'm super excited to be here. Softball on a Saturday. Sports on a Saturday. It's a lot of fun. 0-2. Next pitch. Here's a swing. Long fly ball. It's got distance. And that one is off the wall. Harmack going to bring it in here. Wilhite's going to try to make it 2. No, she's going to try to retreat. Yoakum throws it back to first. That tag is not going to be in time. As Wilhite does get back to the bag safely. She'll be limited to just a single, but again, another ball off the wall here for Chaffee. The 1-out single here brings us to number 8 hitter, Addison Erhan. Time will be called here to allow Wilhite to walk it off here. But we'll eventually get around to Erhan here. Chaffee has been so close to clearing that fence here today. Not going to lie, off the bat, I thought that one was definitely going to clear. I'm down the first base line here today, so it's a little hard to judge. But just shy that time. Ultimately ends up being just a single. Definitely a good break here for Iberia. One bag is definitely better than all 4 of them. So runner on first. First pitch here to Erhan. Misses. 1-0 here. Erhan laid down a sacrifice last time up. Trying to do the same thing, it seems, here. Or at least bunt for a hit. Of course, you never really know here. Trying to get that runner into scoring position regardless. Next pitch. Foul ball. Got me to flinch. 1-1. I'm better than that. 1 ball and 1 strike. I'm actually not. Don't let me grandstand you here. I flinch every single time a ball comes at me. Cage obviously not big enough to let a softball through. But here we go. 1-1 pitch from Cochran. Next pitch. That one's going to be a bunt down the first base side. Throw over to first in time. Yoakum looking for the surprise throw to second. Will throw it anyway. Williams applies the tag, but Wilhite on the bag here. It'll go down as another sacrifice for Erhan. So Erhan lays down another sacrifice. This time it'll be 3-4. And with a runner on second and 2 outs, here comes number 9 hitter, Jordan Brown. Brown was a strikeout victim last time, 0 for 1 today. Looking to get that run back that Iberia picked up in the top half. First pitch, strike 1 called. Iberia picking up the run, cutting the lead back to 3. No balls, 1 strike. Cochran again set, and the pitch. Going low that time, but too low, 1-1. Cloud in the sky here today as well, so that sun shining on through. Shining from behind us today. 1-1, swing and a miss. 1-2 now. Cochran. No strikeout since the second out of inning number 2. He's gotten the first 2 with their defense here. but now has a good opportunity for strikeout number 5. Looking to strike out Brown a second time tonight. Here is the pitch. Worked for the corner, didn't get it. 2-2. Our inside corners not really being called today. Drawing the ire of the fans behind me, drawing the ire of Cochran herself. But how about this strike pitch? Swing, foul tip. She'll stay alive here. Still 2-2. Two's on the board here. 2-2. Iberia playing straight away with those outfielders just a little bit farther back here. Especially Katie Pryor out and right. Next 2-strike pitch. Rare changeup. Took something off at that time, but missed it. 3-2. Cochran, a pitcher, likes to go, likes to blow it on by. But that time took it off. Went for the changeup. And here's a full count. First base unoccupied. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. And that'll be strike 3. So Cochran picks up her 5th strikeout and leaves Chaffee scoreless. First time Chaffee's been held scoreless in this one. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Top of the 4th we go. Iberia still trailing. They'll try to chip away some more here. 6-3 our score. Back in 60, Iberia Lady Ranger softball in the Class 2 state quarterfinal on 97.9 The Source.
Students come and students go. Some start at the elementary level and continue in the same district until graduation. Others move in, some move out for a variety of reasons, but usually it's the parent's job that facilitates a family's move. Whatever the reason, the Iberia School District welcomes all students. At Iberia, students get the best possible education from a staff of dedicated teachers, coaches, and an administration that cares about the product they send out every May at graduation. Whether it's continuing their education in the military or the 9-to-5 world, the Iberia School District is proud of their Rangers and Lady Rangers. From heating season to cooling season, whatever time of the year it is, Walls HVAC Service LLC of Brumley has over 10 years of experience in the business and is there to help you with all your heating and cooling needs, both residential and commercial. Walls HVAC LLC services all brands but is a certified Rheem dealer, and they service all of Central Missouri and offer free estimates. Give Walls HVAC Service LLC a call today at 573-286-4155. Walls HVAC Service LLC of Brumley, a proud supporter of the area youth.
6-3 entering the top half of the 4th. Iberia holding Chaffee scoreless for the first time in the bottom of the 3rd. They'll have 8, 9, and 1 coming up to the plate here in this particular half inning. Carly Ann Kasu coming in for a 4th inning of work here. Iberia 2 runs in the first today. Had a 2-0 lead, but then 6 straight runs picked up by Chaffee to take that 6-2 lead. 1 run back in the 3rd. So Connor Harbin here again, 97.9 The Source, and also online, myozarksonline.com. Kaylee Peterson be your first hitter here in this half inning. 0 for 1 in today's game. Struck out swinging. That was all the way back in the 1st inning. She ended the inning. But back here once again in the 4th. And facing Kasu. First offering, swing, ground ball over to 3rd. Graham has it over to 1st in time, out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. Peterson's retired 5-3. Bringing us now to number 9 hitter, shortstop Addison Williams. Williams singled to lead off the 2nd. She was ended up being doubled up. Trying to lay down a bunt. Chloe Edwards popped it up. Williams, actually, no, excuse me, it was not a bunt. It's actually a pop-up in general. Williams had taken off for 2nd. Couldn't get back to the bag in time. Here's a hard hit line drive, left side, but foul. It'll be 0-1. Bit of an unfortunate situation there in the 2nd, but trying to get on base for the 2nd time here in this one. No balls, 1 strike. Next pitch to Williams. Here's a swing. Just barely caught a piece of it, but it'll still go 0-2. Kasu hunts for that 3rd strikeout today. Here's the 0-2. Fastball held up on it. It's too high. 1-2. The TV man got the footage he needed. Or he's moved to a different location. Standing right over my shoulder here the last couple of innings. Here comes the 1-2. Change up in there. Strike 3. The Williams can't jump on the changeup there. Let it go right on by, and that'll be strike three called. Kostyu's got her third. And with 2 outs and nobody on, here comes Chloe Edwards. Edwards swinging up the first pitch. Ground ball over to short. The throw will have to go to first. It's there in time, though. And Iberia will have themselves a very quick fourth inning. So down in order goes Iberia. Second time here in this one. They've gone down 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We're officially halfway through this one. Into the bottom of the fourth we go in this one. Iberia still trailing Chaffee 6-3. We're back here in 60 seconds. You're listening to Iberia Lady Ranger Softball. And, of course, the Class 2 state quarterfinal on 97.9 The Source.
Some people are always too hot.
Whew, it's hot in here. Is it just me or is it hot in here?
Other people are always too cold.
I'm cold. It's cold in here. Aren't you cold?
And sometimes both of those kinds of people are in your house at the same time. So how do you make everyone happy? With some help from the heating and cooling professionals.
Air Serv Heating and Air Conditioning in Mid-Missouri, 573-433-3613. Your Mid-Missouri air conditioning and heating experts. Breathe easy, live better. Locally owned, proudly operated.
I won?
Fuel up, drink, eat, scratch, win. Right here. Eagle Stop, family owned and operated in 48 stores in central and southern Missouri. Join the Eagle Stop loyalty program and get fuel discounts with every purchase. Free drinks monthly and earn points to redeem for snacks, drinks, and fuel. Reward yourself. Eagle Stop, a proud supporter of high school athletics and the communities they represent. Eagle Stop, in a community near you. EagleStopStores.com.
About to start the bottom of the fourth, officially halfway through this contest. Had a short pause here. Now we get the throw down. Chloe Edwards coming out onto the field without her chest protector. Had to go back and get it. Kind of a vital piece of equipment there, but we are good to go. Throw on down was right on the money. And we'll return to a 6-3 ball game. At the moment, Iberia trailing Chaffee in this one. Again, this game being played in Chaffee. It is an odd year as far as districts hosting goes. So Chaffee got to host this game here. Iberia had the long travel. Of course, neutral site games starting the final four. But before we can get the neutral site games, Iberia's going to have to overcome here. Trailing by 3 and having to face the top of the order. Arleanne Kostyuk takes a first pitch, low and inside here, ball 1. Kostyuk today, 1 for 2. Struck out in the first, RBI single in the second. Oh no, now here's a line drive out into center field. That's going to get down. Bauer will bring it in here. It'll be limited to just a single, but 2 straight singles now for Kostyuk. This top of the order has just been very, very efficient today for the Lady Devils. Red Devils. We'll run through them all real quick. But with a runner on, here comes the center fielder, Anae Held. Held 2 for 2, 2 singles. Looking to bunt here. Bunts one foul down the first base line. I will have a runner in a rundown here. By the tag, but it was a foul ball. Make Kostyuk work a little bit over there. Now you got her all tired out. Now tag her out. So actually the batter will be out here. I think actually we had interference called. I missed the interference call. We actually had an honest to goodness in case of batter interference. Okay. So Held is out. I didn't even notice that, but the rundown, still a dead ball, by the way. I was so focused on trying to figure out what was going on, I missed that there. So there's 1 down now. First pitch to Reese Van Pelt's called strike 1. For all my grandstanding. 0-1. Here's a swing. Foul tip into the glove here. 0-2. Yeah, I sure know what interference is, said Connor, a complete and utter liar. Or at least kind of spotted, I guess. It's 0-2 here to Van Pelt, who's walked twice tonight. 0-2. Swing, foul ball. We'll stay right where we're at. So again, Cochran's had a little bit of problems with Van Pelt today. 2 walks. Of course, on deck, the real threat here for Chaffee. You got Paisley Graham on the way. It's been nothing if not efficient. Here comes the 0-2 now. 1-2, excuse me. Low and inside. Nope, that was still 0-2, but now it's 1-2. Again, Graham coming up here 2 for 2, 5 RBIs. 5 of the 6 runs have come from the bat of the cleanup hitter today. That's why you put him in the spot. She's come through. 1 ball, 2 strike. Now the next pitch to Van Pelt. Hard hit line drive. Ball's going to bounce off the glove of Peterson. They'll still have a chance for the play at first, but that ball's going to be thrown away. They'll try to run it down here. They're going to send Costu around third. She'll hold up. But it's going to be second and third here. A single and an error to get runners on second and third. It'll be an E6. Williams trying to throw over to first. Again, a hard hit line drive off the glove of Peterson. But here you go, 1 out. And you got your best bat to the play here with a chance for 2 more RBIs. Paisley Graham. Again, we already mentioned 5 RBIs in this one. A chance for 6 and 7. Now time to be called here. They're actually going to chastise Coach Cochran here for taking too long with the signal. Saying she has about 20 seconds to pitch the ball here. Home plate umpire showing a little bit of sass there, not going to lie. First pitch here to Graham, looking for the inside half there. Not going to find it. Ball 1. First base left empty here. Again, still 1 out. 1-0 offering from Cochran now. That time going to find its mark. 1-1. Back to an even count now. Getting Graham 2 doubles today. On deck, Bailey Robertson. In the hole here, Jocelyn Hanlon. 1-1. Cochran comes set. And the pitch now. Here's a swing, another line drive, and that's going to be more RBIs. Make them 2, in fact. Paisley Graham now with 7 RBIs on the day. Play's going to be at second. Tag's not going to be there. 3 doubles and 7 RBIs for Paisley Graham. And Chaffee now leads here 8-3. The top 4 batters today have just absolutely shredded through Iberia. The first 3 get on, and Graham brings them home. So we'll try to keep it here at 5. First pitch now offered up to Bailey Robertson. Left to right, it was fine. A little too high here. Ball 1. Graham now over on second. Despite doubling 3 times, she does not have a run today. Here's a swing. High fly ball. Drifting off here. Who's going to call it? It'll be Williams who tries to make the catch, but it bounces off the glove. That ball hung in the air for a long, long time, but Iberia will commit their first error of the game. And Chaffee will have officially batted around here in this inning. It'll be first and second now. And actually, I lied to you. I just wrote it in the wrong spot. They have not batted around. But this will be the 6th hitter of the inning now, with runners on first and second, still only 1 out. Iberia, a rare error here in this one. Again, the wind is blowing relatively strongly at times. Williams trying to make that catch kind of facing sideways. Ball bounced off the glove, and she couldn't bring it in before it hit the ground. Fortunately, though, the lead runner wasn't able to advance, had to hold up and wait on that one. First pitch here, too. Jocelyn Hanlon. Slow, ball 1. So 8-3 now our score. Iberia trails by 5. 1-0, swing and a miss here. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. Next one, swing, fly ball sent right side, going foul. And it'll come down here, strike 2. Really can't see down the right field line today. Again, I'm pushed all the way up here against the Iberia dugout. So it's a little tricky to see, but that one is almost certainly going to come down there. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Hanlon. 0 for 2 today. 1-2 now. Pitch high, 2-2. Still 2 strikes, still 1 out. Next pitch, swing, another fly ball right side, again drifting foul. Pryor can't run it down out there, will stay 2-2. That one a little more playable, but still out of the reach of Pryor. So we'll get another 2-2 pitch here. Cochran tries to strike out Hanlon for the second time in this one. A strikeout swinging back in the first and a pop out second base in the 3rd inning. 2-2 for the corner. Didn't get it. Tell you what. Nope, got it. That delayed strike call got me again. Man. Got to put some heart behind that call, brother. Strike 3 called. Strikeout number 6 now for Cochran. There's 2 down. Runner still on first and second here for Paige Wilhite. Wilhite 2 for 2, 2 singles. Especially with the way we've been seeing the corner not called today. I'll make more excuses if you want them. But it is a strikeout. First pitcher to Wilhite. That one's high. Ball 1. Wilhite, number 7 in the lineup. Only batter outside the top 3. Hitters here to score a run for Chaffee today. 1-0 now. Taken below the knees here, 2-0. The top 3 of Kasu, Held, and Van Pelt have scored 7 of the 8 today. Wilhite scored on an RBI single from Kasu in the second. 2-0. Comebacker to the circle. Scoops it up, throw over to first, and that will end the inning. So another 2 runs here, though. As Chaffee adds 2 runs on another 2 RBI double. Paisley Grammer, 3rd double of the game. 2 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 error, and there was 2 runners left over on base. Top of the 5th, we've got 3 innings left to play here in this one. Iberia trails by 5, 8-3 our score. You're listening to Iberia Lady Rangers softball, the Class 2 state quarterfinal on 97.9 The Source.
As the years go by, everything gets older. Even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
What if you stepped out of the picture tonight? How would you want to be remembered? And who would make decisions about planning your funeral service? This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. We help families create meaningful services that respect and honor the memory of their loved one's life. At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, we offer our support and guidance when your family needs us the most.
3 and 4 to the plate here for the Iberia Lady Rangers. Top of the 5th here in this one. 3 innings left to play. 3 innings for Iberia to mount a comeback. They trail 8-3 here at the moment. Another 2 runs added by the Chaffee Red Devils. Paisley Graham again. 7 of 8 runs have come from the bat of Graham here today. But Iberia still with some time here. They've got 9 outs effectively to create something here. It'll be Bauer, it'll be Yoakum, it'll be Cochran. Getting guaranteed at-bats here in this half inning. Connor Harbert, 97.9 The Source. Our first team, by the way, punching their ticket to the Final Four here at Class 2. South Harrison. They defeat Bowling Green 4-3. Bowling Green, the high school, not the college. But now South Harrison will await the winner of Mid-Buchanan and Carrollton. First pitch here, too. Aislinn Bowers called strike 1. Bauer today, she's 0 for 1. Laid down a sacrifice in inning number 1, turned into a run. Then grounded out 6-3 back in inning number 2. 0-1 now on its way here. Swing. Hard hit ball out toward left. That's going to bounce. That's going to be down for a base hit. Another leadoff single today for Iberia. They've had the leadoff base hits today going for them. That's the 3rd inning out of 5. They've come up with the leadoff single. And that'll be up here to Kaya Yoakum to try to move that runner around. Check on Class 1 while we're at it. That game, by the way, was the only one St. Elizabeth eliminated Marion C. early, defeating the Laney Hornets 5-1. Here's a swing and a miss. Kaya Yoakum 0-1 here. So, Iberia effectively our last area team remaining. Wrapping up our softball coverage here today if Iberia can't mount the comeback. 0-1 pitch. Takes the change up, and she's quickly down now, 0-2. Yoakum today is 1 for 2. Represents 2 of the 3 runs. Single her last time up, 0-2. Popped one up here, foul territory, left side, maybe playable. Chasing after it was Robertson from short. Can't catch up to it, though, and it's still 0-2. Kinley Cochran on deck here. Again, nobody out, runner on first. Now back to another 0-2. Kasu delivers. Again, fouls it off here. We'll see a third pitch at 0-2. So hopefully we're not done with softball this season. Again, we were going to keep an eye on St. Elizabeth as well. They would have also been playing in Springfield next week. Taking her time here before this next 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Kasu got the fastball by Yoakum here. She'll strike out for the first time. 4th strikeout for Kasu. And with 1 away, that runner still held over on first here. How about Kinley Cochran? Cochran back to the plate here. Still looking for an official at-bat in this one. Swinging away on the first pitch, fouls it off. 0-1. Laid down a sacrifice last time. Walked in the first, left stranded over on first. Iberia's left 4 runners on today. Left the bases loaded in the first. 0-1 now to Cochran. Change up. We've missed the inner half. We didn't get an indication here. Stealing second, though, was Bauer. First stolen base today. Comes from the legs of Bauer. We didn't get an indication whether that was a ball or strike or not. I'd like to know. 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch missed inside. Home plate umpire cleared out. Kasu again set. Even count, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball high here. 2-1. 1 walk given up today by Kasu. 4 strikeouts on the 1 walk. Two 1 on its way now. Swing, fly ball right side, but going foul. Keep it here at 2-2. So 2-1, 2-2. Again, there is 1 down here. We'll see Jalen Piggott up next. Here comes the 2-2. Missed the corner here. Low that time. About shin high. 3-2. Both pitchers have been hunting for that lower inside corner today. It's been difficult to get that call. That time, though, but no doubt. Full count, swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Kasu. That leaves that runner over on second now. Jalen Piggott going to try to come through once more. Piggott's 2 for 2 in this game. 2 singles. Swinging away here. Fly ball sent towards center. It's playable. Underneath it, held, makes the catch. And that ends the inning. So, the leadoff single leads to nothing here for Iberia. They'll have 2 more innings left here, but for now they have to try to hold this 5-run lead right where it stands. No runs, No runs on one hit, no errors. One runner left on base. So again, into the bottom of the fifth, Iberia is going to try to hold this deficit where it's at. 8-3 our score. Back in 60, you're listening to Iberia Lady Rangers softball in the Class II state quarterfinal. 97.9 The Source.
Football season means one thing, tailgate parties. And for 46 years running, the best-selling tailgates have been Ford F-Series. And right now at Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert, you can get their best deals of the year on every built Ford Tough truck in stock. Hurry in today to get great low APR finance rates, big cash back, and amazing low monthly payments. So before you head to the game, head to Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert and get the ultimate tailgate for the ultimate tailgate party. Stop by now and get backed by Morse today.
Hurry up, dude. The game's about to start.
Nothing beats spending the day watching the game with your buddies.
Dude, I'm literally right here. Let's do this.
Which is why a shelter insurance renter's policy is key to your winning game plan. It protects things your landlord's policy doesn't.
Dude, where's your TV?
What? Oh, no way, dude.
Like that flat screen TV that just got stolen.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, Dave Howlett, your shelter insurance agent in Richland.
Or come see me, John Gregory, in Crocker.
Bottom of the fifth here in Chaffee. Frisco Field here in Chaffee. First pitch here to Addison Erhan. Swung on and missed for strike one. Connor Harbert here, 97.9 The Source. 8-3 our score. Iberia trails by 5 in this one. He'll scoreless in the top half of the inning, so effectively Iberia has 6 outs. He'll have to make some kind of a comeback here, but for now, trying to hold this lead where it's at. Trying to bunt it, but pulls it back. Pitch was high. 1-1 now to Erhan. No sacrifice this time for Erhan, but she's laid 2 of them down today. Leads off this inning, though, so she'll try to get on base herself. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. He's laid down 2 pretty good bunts today. He's gotten the job done. But a swing and a miss and 2 strikes. Been really blowing hard now. As we move into the later innings of this one. Ooh, my laptop screen back. Don't see that every day. Here's the 1-2. Erhan pulls the bat back. Still trying to bunt here with 2 strikes, but now it's 2-2. Playing a dangerous game, bunting with 2. When you do that, you got to make sure you take a slapping motion at it. Get a thin line between a slap and a bunt. That was almost clearly a bunt, though. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch from Cochran. Check swing. Definitely went around on that. They'll appeal, and they'll say, yes, she did. Pretty clear on that one. And that'll be out number 1. Another strikeout for Cochran today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts for Cochran. We'll have a pinch hitter now for you, by the way. First time we'll see a different batter to the plate. I'll have to dig out my Chaffee lineup here. It'll be Kylie Pennington. Your batter here. Waiting on hoping. There we go. And we'll see what Pennington can do. Swing and a miss on the first pitch of the at-bat. It's 0-1. Again, a team with 6 freshmen starting. The Chaffee Lady Devils, but Pennington, one of those seniors. There are several seniors on the team, though. That's one of the differences between Chaffee and Iberia. Swing and a miss here for 0-2. Iberia, of course, just has the 1. What I'm trying to say is both teams will almost certainly be good again next year. Could be a rematch down the line, depending on how the districts work out. 0-2. Another swing and a miss here. Cochran 3 pitches, 3 strikes. There are now 2 down for the top of the order here. Carly Ann Kasu back to the plate here. Top of the order is where things get hairy, but entering an advantageous position here with the 2 outs and nobody on. Kasu today has gotten on base 3 times. Nope, twice in this one. 2 singles. An RBI to her name. First pitch on the way. Hard hit line drive left side, but it curls foul. 0-1. In fact, Kasu owns the only RBI that isn't, well, trying to think of a better way to word that for you. She's the only one with a run batted in besides Paisley Graham. There you go. That's the easy way to say it. Graham's got the other 7. 0-1 pitch. Definitely looks good. Yep, going to be called as such here. It's 0-2. On deck here is Ane Held, number 2 hitter. If Iberia can't get out of it right here, right now. Here comes the 0-2. Cochran fires, fouled off. Took a hop off the pole, will not find its way into the Chaffee dugout. But we'll still have another 0-2 coming. Again, if you're just now joining us, welcome. Imagine we picked up a few stragglers along the way. 8-3 our score. Iberia trails in this one. State quarterfinal round, 0-2. Pitch low in the dirt, 1-2. St. Elizabeth eliminated earlier today in Class 1 by Marion C. Early. Here comes the 1-2. Still too low this time, able to keep it out of the dirt, but from 0-2 we go even now, 2-2. Marion C. Early, a school I'm actually familiar with. Nerd alert coming up here from my speech and debate days. Not as familiar with Chaffee, though. Here comes the 2-2. Fastball, too far inside here. All the way back to 3-2 now. Kasu, besides those 2 singles, has a walk to, struck out back in the first. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing, fly ball out towards center. It's going to be played on a hop. It's a 3rd straight single here for Kasu. 2-out base hit here. Kasu will hold up at first. We'll have a pinch runner here checking in for the pitcher with 2 outs. Who might that be? Number 10. Can't get a grip on my table. Running, Ashton Rhodes. I believe another one of those seniors coming in here. So Rhodes will run here for Kasu. Held will step back in here for the 3rd time. 2 for 3 today. 2 singles, called out on batter interference last time. Takes the first pitch outside here. 1-0. One ball, no strikes, and again, Rhodes over on first. Next pitch on the way. That one, where did that miss? That one was above the knee and a half, but it's going to be 2-0. Tight zone tonight. 2 balls, no strikes. Had to have been outside, if anything. 2-0. Here's a ball fouled off. Up and away. Somebody's car just took a nice dent. It's 2-1. Or maybe the grill back there. Not quite sure what it hit, but still, strike 1. 2-1-2. Again, still 2 outs. Back-to-back strikeouts to begin the inning. Next pitch. Ground ball sent over towards short. Play's going to be at first. Play's going to be in time. Nice stretch by Piggott over at first to end the inning. So, a scoreless inning for Chaffee means Iberia still maintains that 5-run deficit. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. 2 innings to pick up 5 runs. We'll see if they can get it done. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to Iberia Lady Rangers softball. And, of course, the state quarterfinal round here on 97.9 The Source.
Are you tired of all the games that other furniture stores play? At Paul's Furniture, we've got the biggest name brands at the guaranteed lowest prices. You come in, you're going to see that price on it. The next time you come in, it's going to be the exact same price because we always have the best deals, the best prices, and the biggest name brands with free delivery. We're going to do whatever it takes to earn your business at Paul's Furniture. That's what's made us the #1 furniture store in Pulaski and Phelps County for the last 30 years. Or if you're tired of the games that others play, come see us at Paul's Furniture.
It's October savings all month long at your Napa Parts Store St. Robert Auto Supply. See better and drive safer with $16 off a pair of Trico Silicone, Edge, and Force wiper blades. Save up to 30% on Mobile One Extended Performance Synthetic Motor Oil. And get ready for the colder weather with ISO Heat Injector Cleaner, Water Remover, and Full Line Antifreeze, now $3.29 each. It's all at your Napa Parts Store St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue. Get the good stuff 7 days a week.
Leanne Rhymes or Shania Twain or something brings us into the top half of the 6th here. 8-3 our score. Man, I feel like a woman. I'll let you decide from there. I actually don't remember who actually sings that. Sounds like Leanne Rhymes. Not quite sure, but it is 8-3 our score. Just thoughts I have in between the innings here, but 8-3, it'll be 6, 7, and 8 coming up for the Lady Rangers, as they have 6 outs to essentially work with here. 3 here in the 6th, and 3 potentially in the 7th. This ball game getting started at the top of the 2 o'clock hour, almost 90 minutes into this one. First batter up here, Carly Carmack. RBI single back in the first, flew out to center field. First pitch. It's going to be taken here on the upper half for strike 1. So flew out to center back in the third. Last time we saw Carmack. 0-1 pitch from Carly Ann Kasu. This is low and inside here. Time called. Carmack might have got someone in her eye there. Has a little check on her here. Maybe a speck of dirt or bug flew into the eye. There have been several bugs flying around here, buzzing around. Been the host, my table at least. A bee, a hornet, and a ladybug. Fun stuff. But they'll go ahead and check on her there and make sure. They'll give her some eye drops here. Well, to make sure she can see clearly here. Want to have that vision to see that pitch clearly, of course. So she'll put the helmet back on here. Looks like she'll continue the at-bat. It'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, leading off this top of the 6th. Next pitch from Kasu on the way. Fastball high here, 2-1. On deck, Kylie McElroy. After that, Kaylee Peterson. 2 balls, 1 strike. Next one. Swing and a miss. Chased it high here, and it's 2-2. So an even count here, 2-2. Iberia playing, Chaffee playing very far back. Here's a foul ball. Off the cage here. Chaffee playing no chances here. The ball sent out to the outfield. They're going to play in front of it here. So a home run doesn't necessarily burn them here. A single doesn't necessarily kill him. Here's a swing, and there's a ball with some distance. Maybe good reason here facing off against Carmack. Our fans along the third base side going to get a nice little treat. Bring the ball back in play, though, and we'll stay 2-2. Two and two. 2-2, 2-2, 2-2. Next pitch on the way here to Carmack. Change up, stayed back on it, sent a fly ball out toward left. That's going to get down. And again, Chaffee playing very far up. Or playing very far back, should say. And Carmack, who was able to stay back on the changeup there, gets rewarded here with a leadoff single here in the 6th. Tying run still very far in the dugout, but it all starts with 1. Let's see what Kylie McElroy can do. And the leadoff base hits have been there for Iberia, just not the follow-up. First pitch. McElroy swinging away, over to short, could be 2. Over to second for 1, throw is not going to be there to first. Didn't want to risk it, so they'll just get the lead runner. It'll be a fielder's choice. But that will be 1 down here as McElroy will now stand on first. Coming in now, Kaylee Peterson once more. Peterson 0 for 2 today, strikeout and a ground out. First pitch, low and inside here, ball 1. One 1-0 here to Peterson, who struck out in the first, again a ground out in the 4th. Here's a swing, soft roller down the third base side. They're going to go for the runner at first. Hard round over at second by McElroy, but she'll stay there. Meanwhile, the throw's in time for out number 2. Second straight time here, Peterson is grounded out to third in this game. Back-to-back tries now. There's now 2 outs here in this top of the 6th for the number 9 hitter, Addison Williams. So Williams comes to the plate 1 for 2. Single in the second. It was thrown out. On a hot fly, throw him out. First pitch. Did it hit her? I guess it did. Might have grazed her there. So, Williams, she knew it. Umpire saw it. I'll concur, I guess. Put runners now on first and second here. And here comes the top of the order. Chloe Edwards. Tying run now in the hole. Chaffee coach will get clarification where that ball made contact. He likes it, or he'll accept the explanation here. We will get to Edwards. So, runner on first and second. Edwards now going to kind of tall. Edwards going to call time at the plate as she steps out. Now we'll step back in here. Way up in the box here is Edwards. First pitch. Stays back on it. Pitch too high. 1-0. And that sun's still beating down here. Nice day for softball. Middle of October. 1-0 pitch to Edwards. Swing, line drive, left side. That's going to get down. They're going to try to send McElroy. She rounds third. Meanwhile, Williams is going to hold up. Here comes the play at the plate. Not going to be in time on the throw. Both runners will advance. And the lead's cut to 4 now at 8-4. Coach Cochran on the third base side dancing down the line here. Not quite sure if she was trying to send Williams or not. Not quite sure what was happening there, but it's going to go as an RBI single here for Edwards. Williams moves up all the way to third, and Edwards now stands on second. Moved up on the throw home. Aislinn Bauer now to the plate. First pitch misses low here, ball 1. Now the tying runs in the on-deck circle, but again, 2 outs. Iberia in need of a 2-out rally here. Bauer today, she's 1 for 3, 1 for 2. Here's a swing, pop fly. Coming up on it, the shortstop lost in the sky, and that one's going to fall. They're going to want interference. They're going to try to score 2, and they do. Shortstop Robertson wanted interference. The ball dropped, and 2 runs will score. It's now a 2-run game. Your tying run coming to the plate. So Williams will score. Edwards will score. They want interference. They're still going to talk about it. But we're going to get to it here. 8-6 now our score. With the tying run at the plate. Bauer is going to get credit for the single there, by the way. That ball did not touch the glove. And so it is going to be a base hit. Not the most complicated base hit in the world, but okay. 8-6 now our score here in the top of the 6th. 3 runs coming across here with 2 outs. And now you're going to have to rely on the big bat of Kaya Yoakum. Asu, the first pitch to Yoakum now, is low, ball 1. Now time going to be called here. We're going to have a visit here from the infield. So 8-6 now our score here in the top of the 6th. Things have suddenly gotten quite interesting here. Situation, obviously Iberia, they're going to look to tie it here. But if you head on into the bottom half of the inning, Iberia's going to have to get through that murderer's row, the middle of the lineup, to keep it where it's at. You've got 3, 4, and 5 coming up here in the bottom half of the 6th. So the visit's going to come to a close here. Yoakum will stand back in here 1-0. Then Aislinn Bauer standing over on first. Yoakum representing the tying run, the go-ahead run in the on-deck circle, currently represented by Kinley Cochran. Next pitch here from Kasu. Swing, line drive in the left center. That gets down. How many bases are they going to take? That ball off the glove of Held. They're going to try to send the runner. Meanwhile, Yoakum's at second. This game is a 1-run game, 8-7. An RBI double here for Kaya Yoakum. 4 runs have come across, all with 2 outs. And we're here at 8-7. So Yoakum scores Bauer all the way from first. Yoakum ends up at second. The go-ahead run, no, the tying run over on second, but the go-ahead run now at the plate. Here's Kinley Cochran. Cochran without a hit today. First pitch, fouls it off to the right side, strike one. Cochran today, she walked in the first, sacrificed herself in the third, struck out swinging in the fifth. Try to bring that runner in. Ball to the gap will do it. 0-1. Watches the pitch inside here. It's 1-1. Some light. The end of the tunnel here for Iberia. Just need to keep driving on through. Again, a 2-out, 4-run rally. 1-1. Change up that time. Fouled off to the left here. It's 1-2. To 7. Iberia has not led since the second inning today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch. Swing, pop fly, off behind us. And we'll stay 1-2. Cochran doing just enough to stay alive. If Cochran gets on base here, Jalen Piggott will return to the plate. She'll be your number 9 hitter in the inning. Iberia will have batted around. 1-2. Swing, fly ball, sent out toward right center. Underneath it, the center fielder held, makes the catch. And it'll be do or die in the 7th for Iberia. But still, a good start. They find 4 runs here in this top half of the 6th. They'll need to try to keep Chaffee right where they're at. Have to get through the middle of the lineup when we come back. We're back in 60 seconds. 4 runs. 4 runs on 4 hits. There was no errors. And there was 1 runner left on base. Now we'll take 60 seconds and listen to Iberia Lady Ranger softball in the state quarterfinal round. Right here on 97.9 The Source.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football.
Basketball is my game.
But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert is the pizza during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Try Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard. Looking for a great career? Domino's Pizza St. Robert is hiring all positions. Apply online at jobs.domino's.com.
Are you looking for a life-changing career? Phelps Health is hiring in a variety of hospital departments, including clinical and non-clinical positions. Making a difference in the lives of our patients since 1951, our hospital serves over 200,000 residents in South Central Missouri and offers a comprehensive benefits package, including paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and hourly pay starting at $15. To begin your career at Phelps Health, visit phelpshealth.org/careers.
Swing and a miss to start off the bottom of the 6th. Reese Van Pelt at the plate here for the Chaffee Lady Devils. 8-7 our score. 4 runs coming across for Iberia in the top half of the inning. They'll try to keep it a 1-run game before we head into a do-or-die 7th. Connor Harbor here, 97.9 The Source. Here's a swing and a foul ball. We go to 0-2. 4 runs for Iberia. But need to get through this middle of the lineup. It has not been easy today. Van Pelt represents 3 of the 8 runs. She's been brought around every single time by the player on deck, Paisley Graham. Potential 2-strike pitch here. That one misses inside, and it's 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes here. Still looking for that knockout punch. Strikeout number 8 potentially today. Here's the next one. Swing, pop up. I got a chance at this one. No, I don't. That one's going to come down just behind me here. We'll stay 1-2. My one dream is to get a pop up. I want to show off the bare hand. I've never caught a softball like that, but I'm sure I could. Maybe. Potentially. Probably not. Next 2-strike pitch from Cochran. That one's a swing and a miss. The changeup got her. For the first time, Kinley Cochran will work around Reese Van Pelt here. And there's one down now for the cleanup hitter, Paisley Graham. Before we get to Graham here, we're going to have a full visit here. We're going to have a visit here between Cochran and the infield. So this is a good situation here for Iberia in the grand scheme of things, with Graham coming back to the plate. Again, 7 RBIs today. Nobody on this time for the player who's had the hottest bat today for Chaffee. 3 doubles as well. So did what they needed to do here, but still need to try to get by Graham here. Still a good bat, and she's come really close to clearing that fence. Just because there's nobody on doesn't mean Graham can't potentially pick up an RBI. So we'll see here. Crucial at bat here in this one. 1 out, nobody on. Graham stepping in. Seen her in the first, second, and fourth. First pitch. Graham swinging away. Fly ball, shallow one. This time it's going to come down. It's going to be a single for Graham. Wasting no time that time. But she's got her 4th hit of the game here. First non-extra base hit, though. But a potential 9th run on base here. We'll exchange it for a courtesy runner here. Or a pinch runner. Graham being subbed out again for Ashton Rhodes. So Rhodes will run again here. She'll stand on first. Most likely exchanging for a little bit of speed there. And that'll bring us now to shortstop Bailey Robertson. That time just a shallow fly ball. Iberia playing their outfielders back. Paid for it there. That ball landing right in between Yoakum and Pryor out and right. So Robertson returns to the plate, 0 for 3 today. Reached base on the 4th on an error, but she was left stranded over on first. Step out of the box now before we get going here. Again, 1 down. Here comes the first pitch. Swing, ground ball, right back to the circle. They'll go to second for the lead runner, over to first. In time, double play, end of the inning. Or will they say the runner's out? Now they will. Okay. Double play to end the inning. And Iberia, well, it's time for the most important half inning of the year. No runs coming across. A 1-2-3 inning for Chaffee. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. And nobody left on base. It is time. Iberia needs 1 run to tie. 2 runs to take the lead. If they can't do that, the season will come to a close. So let's find out. We're back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Iberia Lady Rangers Softball and the state quarterfinal round on 97.9 The Source.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What does Seeger Toyota of St. Robert do for you? Number 1, we provide a great atmosphere. Number 2, with over 220 new Toyotas either on the ground or heading our way, we provide a great selection of new Seeger Toyotas. And number 3, we have you covered for pre-owned as well with over 140 on the ground now. You get to deal with the number 1 new car dealer, used car dealer, and service department as voted by you through the best of Pulaski County Awards 2023. Let us show you what it's like to be treated the Seeger way and make this buying a car thing fun like it should be. That's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert next to Walmart and at SeegerToyota.net.
Well, it's time. Top of the 7th. For Iberia, they need 1 run to tie this one up and force a bottom of the 7th. They'll need 2 to take the lead and force Chaffee into a potentially game-ending scenario. But it'll be 5, 6, and 7. You're going to need some bottom of the lineup heroics here in this half inning. As the Lady Rangers try to punch through, they'll start things out here with Jalen Piggott, who is 2 for 3. One of the freshmen here for the Lady Rangers, settling in here. Imagine being a freshman in your first campaign. A close game of the state quarterfinals. She swings away. High fly ball off towards center. Who's going to call it? It'll be picked up by the center fielder, held. And Iberia's down to 2 outs. Not the start Iberia wanted, unfortunately. Put bat to ball, got underneath it, but didn't get underneath it enough. And that brings us here to Carly Carmack. Carmack is 2 for 3 as well. Iberia today, 10 hits. They need a few here. 0-1. Excuse me. How about the 0-0? It's up high here, 1-0. There is 1 out, though. Not gonna lie, a little bit nervous, a little bit tense. Big moment here for Iberia. Fought hard to get to this point. Just a little bit more. Here's another pop-up. Will this one stay in the field of play? Giving chase the catcher. Hanlon makes the catch. And Chaffee is 1 out away. So Carmack pops out to the catcher. And the first last chance here for Iberia is Kylie McElroy. McElroy stands in today. 0 for 3. Ground ball left side, but it goes just foul. We'll go 0-1. McElroy struck out in the first. She popped out to first in the third. Reached on a fielder's choice. In the sixth, she ended up scoring in that 4-run inning. 0-1. Delivered by Kasu. Swing, another foul ball, and Iberia's down to its final strike. 8-7 here. Iberia scored those 4 runs in the sixth with 2 outs. They just need 1 more. Can you bring it back for the point of defeat? Here comes the 0-2. Kasu delivers. Laid off it, pitch up high, ball 1. So taking her time here between each pitch. Obviously a big moment here for Chaffee. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch here to McElroy. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And this one will come to a close. So Iberia got just close enough to give just a little bit of hope, but ultimately it'll be Chaffee who moves on to the Final Four. A great effort for the Lady Rangers, but only one team can end each season victorious, and Iberia, unfortunately, will not be that team this year. So we'll do what we always do. It's a game like any other. We'll go ahead and take ourselves a minute or two. We'll come back. We'll wrap it up. And we'll wrap up softball in general. As we know, St. Elizabeth also eliminated. So we'll just put a close here on what has been a very fun fall 2023 season. So again, we're back here in about a minute or so. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Iberia Lady Ranger softball. And again, the state quarterfinal round right here on 97.9 The Source.
Students come and students go. Some start at the elementary level and continue in the same district until graduation. Others move in, some move out for a variety of reasons, but usually it's the parent's job that facilitates a family's move. Whatever the reason, the Iberia School District welcomes all students. At Iberia, students get the best possible education from a staff of dedicated teachers, coaches, and an administration that cares about the product they send out every May at graduation. Whether it's continuing their education in the military or the 9-to-5 world, the Iberia School District is proud of their Rangers and Lady Rangers. From heating season to cooling season, whatever time of the year it is, Walls HVAC Service LLC of Brumley has over 10 years of experience in the business and is there to help you with all your heating and cooling needs, both residential and commercial. Walls HVAC LLC services all brands but is a certified Rheem dealer, and they service all of Central Missouri and offer free estimates. Give Walls HVAC Service LLC a call today at 573-286-4155. Walls HVAC Service LLC of Brumley, a proud supporter of the area youth.
Some people are always too hot.
Whew, it's hot in here. Is it just me or is it hot in here?
Other people are always too cold.
I'm cold. It's cold in here. Aren't you cold?
And sometimes both of those kinds of people are in your house at the same time. So how do you make everyone happy? With some help from the heating and cooling professionals.
Air Serve Heating and Air Conditioning in Mid-Missouri, 573-433-3613. Your Mid-Missouri air conditioning and heating experts. Breathe easy, live better. Locally owned, proudly operated.
I won?
Fuel up, drink, eat, scratch, win. Right here. Eagle Stop, family owned and operated in 48 stores in Central and Southern Missouri. Join the Eagle Stop loyalty program and get fuel discounts with every purchase. Free drinks monthly and earn points to redeem for snacks, drinks, and fuel. Reward yourself. Eagle Stop, a proud supporter of high school athletics and the communities they represent. Eagle Stop, in a community near you. EagleStopStores.com.
Back here once more at Frisco Field here in Chaffee. This one in the books. Unfortunately, Iberia falls here tonight. Their season comes to a close with an 8-7 loss here to the Chaffee Lady Devils. Chaffee stamping their ticket, become the second team to move on to the Final Four next week. Connor Harbert here with you, 97.9. Ultimately, a great effort tonight for the Lady Rangers of Iberia. Definitely Chaffee, a very, very good team. We talked about it. We talked them all kinds of up in the pregame. Hadn't lost to a Class 2 team all season, but when it comes down to it, Iberia got closer than any other team had all season long. I was looking at the schedule in between. That's the first time Chaffee has had a one-run game against a Class 2 team all season long. I know moral victories aren't really a thing, and I know Iberia is definitely going to be upset that their season comes to an end here tonight. But stats are stats, and you did give it your all here today. It became so close to another trip to the Final Four, their first since 2021. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the final lines in this one. Taking a look here, first of all, at Iberia. 7 runs here today on 10 hits. Took advantage of those 3 Chaffee errors. Unfortunately, did leave 6 runners left on base, 3 of which were in that first inning. And I think that's the inning you really highlight today for Iberia. If they could have come up with one more base hit, remember, back-to-back strikeouts in that inning, if they were able to bring around one more batter, of course, it's all what-ifs, but that inning could have been this game could have been just a little bit different here today. But Chaffee, they pick up 8 runs today on 12 hits. There was one Iberia error. I do believe it did end up bringing a run, so it did turn into an unearned run here today. But either way, 6 runners left on base as well for Chaffee here in this one. Cochran takes the loss, gives up the 8 runs. Did a good job, though, of keeping them steady. No runs for Chaffee past the 3rd inning here today. Definitely kind of did a good job. Got whacked around a little bit there, but ultimately was kind of able to steady there for a moment. And, of course, the winning pitcher in this one, Carly Ann Kosu, she gives up the 7 runs here today. A few of those were unearned. Didn't really keep the difference between the earned runs and the unearned runs here today, but there were a few unearned in that one. So, again, Iberia finishes up their season 21-6 this year. Chaffee picks up their 20th win. And that'll wrap up our softball coverage for the year. Again, St. Elizabeth falling earlier today to Marion C. early 5-1 in their matchup. So, no more area teams remaining. No trips to the Final Four here for me this year. I'll have to settle maybe for a trip to Ozark, a trip to Nixa, potentially here in a couple weeks with Waynesville football. That's a good segue, though. We're not done with the fall sports season, though, not by a long shot. We've got maybe 1, maybe 2 more football games here for you. I'll get nice and rested up for you. Next Friday, we'll be back over on Z102.3 as the Waynesville football Tigers start their district football run. Of course, they are the 4 seed in the district. A 5-team district means they'll be taking on the 5-seeded Ozark squad. That's going to be played in Waynesville. So if you're in the area, come on down, watch some high school football and support those Tigers as they try to wrap things up, they try to advance a little bit further into those state playoffs themselves. But again, great season for Iberia here, and of course for the one senior, Kaylee Peterson. Obviously not the way she'd like to wrap things up here, but again, it all just comes back around to only one team is really able to claim themselves as a state champion in a top 8 finish. I'm going to tell you what, it's nothing to really shake your fist at. Top 8, it's very, very good. So, anyway, we'll go ahead and wrap this one up. For Dan back in the studio, I am Connor Harbert. Hope you enjoyed listening to this one as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you tonight. Again, your final score, Chaffee 8, Iberia 7. Lady Rangers bring a close to their softball season. Until next time, you've been listening to Lady Ranger Softball in general, right here on 97.9 The Source. Good night, everybody. Be good people.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football.
Basketball is my game.
But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert is the pizza during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Try Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard. Looking for a great career? Domino's Pizza St. Robert is hiring all positions. Apply online at jobs.domino's.com.
Are you looking for a life-changing career? Phelps Health is hiring in a variety of hospital departments, including clinical and non-clinical positions. Making a difference in the lives of our patients since 1951, our hospital serves over 200,000 residents in South Central Missouri and offers a comprehensive benefits package, including paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and hourly pay starting at $15. To begin your career at Phelps Health, visit phelpshealth.org/careers.